I'll never forget my first clocking wallflowers. I walked into the cottage garden at Sissinghurst, and on the south face of the south cottage there was a big block of a bronze wallflower and a dark red wallflower, and the whole place just smelt absolutely delicious, just completely swoon-worthy, and I have truly loved wallflowers ever since. In terms of varieties, I thought I'd show you all the ones that we're growing in the garden. This is a new family called the Sugar Rush series. This is Sugar Rush Orange. And the good thing about them is that they flower in the autumn, and then they sort of have a bit of a downtime in sort of December, January, and then in February they start to flower again, and it's still flowering prolifically now in May. So you've got autumn and spring, so that's a real bonus of those. This is one of my real favourites. This is called Ruby Jem, and it's this beautiful colour, incredible scent, much better than Giant Pink, which is one we used to grow, which had very little scent, if not none. And then that's Erysimum Sunset Primrose, so that's another series, the Sunset series, which includes these two as well, which are two of my real favourites at the moment, and I'm just about to sow lots of these because I want lots of these in the garden next year. This is Sunset Apricot, and that's Sunset Purple Bicolour. And what's amazing is that this opens quite a kind of rich, saturated purple, but it fades almost to this colour in the end. And so when you have the two planted together, it looks really subtle and beautiful, and still smells incredible. And then these two that I've got together are the more traditional ones, and this is like the Blood Red, but it's actually a new replacement. And then this is like Fire King, but it's in fact called Bronze Shades. But can you see those are taller? And so those are really good for borders, whereas these, which are slightly more compact, the Sugar Rush and the Sunset, are really good for pots. And you can honestly sow wallflowers pretty much however you want. They're really easy. You can sow them in a seed tray and prick them out. You can sow them direct into the ground and then move them to their final flowering position in late summer, early autumn. Or you can do as we tend to do here, sow them into a gutter pipe. And the reason for that is that it's really quick to do. You can germinate them inside. And then the beauty of it is you can just, if you sow them well spaced down the gutter, you can then just push seedling 1 out to its final position, move along, put your hand between 1 and 2, push 2 out, between 2 and 3, push 3 out, and so on. So it works incredibly well. And how I sow always is I sow well spaced. I always think of seed like gold dust because that saves you time later on. And actually these hybrid wallflowers are in fact quite expensive. So you want to be really careful with your seed. But what I do is I sow all the way along, and then I cover or poke them down. Because then if someone comes and asks me a question, or my phone rings or whatever, it means I don't think, oh gosh, was I there or was I there? So it really helps not to oversow. And again, that doesn't gain you anything. So I carefully sow them like that. And then, and only then, do I poke them down. And then water, label, and I'll put them in the polytunnel for a month or so before they germinate. And then out they'll go to their final flowering position. That's it.